Greece is the master of influence and diplomacy. They specialize in city-state relationships and making deals with other leaders to play into their grand strategy. Greece's starting bias is rough grassland. Rough terrain can be thought of as the new hills of Civ 7. It's what mines are built on, and they can provide an early boost to production to your growing city. Grassland, meanwhile, provides you with food, a great pair for Greece's rough terrain. Their unique ability is Democratia, which provides increased influence per turn on the palace. This may seem like an underwhelming ability when compared to other civs, but do not be mistaken, influence can be hard to come by in the Antiquity Age, and since you're getting this influence from the beginning after settling your capital, the extra influence builds up over the Antiquity Age. We're not sure exactly how much influence Democratia provides, but it could be somewhere between +3 to +6 influence. For reference, monuments, which are unlocked at Masonry, only provide +1 influence. Greece's first unique civic is Ecclesia, unlocking the Odeon unique building, a happiness building that gets extra culture when placed next to quarters. You also unlock the Xenia tradition, which provides +50% influence towards initiating and progressing the Befriend Independent project. This will allow Greece to turn independent people to their side as city-states quicker and more efficiently than anyone else. After progressing them into a city-state, Greece will become their suzerain, allowing them to choose one of 5 suzerain bonuses to give to their city-state ally. This can be great for building a strong alliance with multiple powerful city-states around the map. Or if you'd rather build a strong empire, you can use your influence to incorporate the city-states into your civilization as towns. Either way, Greece will be able to do this better than anyone else. Mastering Ecclesia provides increased culture per turn for active endeavors, sanctions, and projects that you've started or supported. As Greece, you'll already want to be using your extra influence to ensure diplomacy around the world is working in your favor, and getting extra culture for it too will make it even more rewarding to play the diplomatic cards in your favor. The next unique civic is Agoge, unlocking the Strategoid tradition, which provides +25% experience to army commanders. This can help you to quickly earn promotions from your commanders to strengthen your units. Greece's unique military unit is the Hoplite, an infantry unit that gains increased combat strength when adjacent to another Hoplite unit. Hoplites are great for creating a defensive wall of troops to block enemies from advancing. Since they provide extra combat strength for being near others, having a wall of them can quickly add up. Additionally, since you'll want to have them near one another, it makes them great for racking up experience on army commanders, since they're more likely to be within the commanding radius, therefore granting experience for their combat, and pairing nicely with the Strategoid tradition. Studying Agoge also unlocks the Parthenon, a culture building that gets bonus influence when placed on a rough tile. Thanks to Greece having a rough terrain start bias, it will be easy to get the bonus influence here, and if combined with the Odeon, you'll form Greece's unique quarter, the Acropolis, granting increased gold on the Parthenon for each city-state you're a suzerain of. This is great when paired with Xenia to befriend more city-states and get rich while doing so. But not only can you get gold, by mastering Agoge, city-states that you are a suzerain of will also provide you increased combat strength for your hoplites, which when stacked with their bonus for being adjacent to one another, will very quickly ramp up their combat strength. For even more city-state bonuses, studying Symmachia will add culture for each city-state you're a suzerain of. As you can tell, Greece is very much a civilization that wants to have as many city-state suzerains as possible, and it may not be a bad idea to integrate some into your empire with an increased settlement limit. Mastering Symmachia will unlock the Delian League and Peloponnesian League traditions, increasing influence towards initiating endeavors and sanctions respectively. This will make your influence go further in ensuring that the world's politics play into your hand. But note the keyword here, initiating, as opposed to Ecclesia's mastery, which specified endeavors and sanctions that you started or supported. This means Delian League and Peloponnesian League's increased influence does not apply to reacting to diplomacy by supporting others' actions, but by being proactive by initiating them with others. This will set your civilization up to create endeavors with those you want to grow with, and sanction leaders to leave behind those who don't play into your strategy. For the rest of the game, you'll have a strong hand in diplomacy with these 3 traditions. Mastering Symmachia will also unlock the Oracle, a culture wonder that provides bonus culture whenever you gain rewards from a narrative event. It must be built on a rough terrain, but that should be easy for Greece to manage with their start bias. Finally, Greece's unique civilian unit is the Logios, a unique scholar that can only be built in cities with an Acropolis. Similar to Egypt's Tajati, each Logios can only be received once at random, and its cost increases per Logios build. Let's begin by looking at Socrates, a reed of Cyrene, and Plato. Socrates can be activated on a palace or city hall to add influence to the building, and a Reed of Cyrene can be activated on Acropolis to grant influence. Both of these will help Greece boost their influence to play more diplomacy. Meanwhile, Plato can provide a city with culture per turn equal to a percentage of its influence yield, giving you more culture for the more influence you earn. Thales of Miletus has a similar bonus, providing science instead of culture. For even more science-related bonuses, look no further than Aristotle, Apatia, and Hypatia. Aristotle will add bonus culture to an academy, while Apatia and Hypatia will add happiness and science respectively to a library. Pythagoras will trigger a celebration when activated on an Acropolis, which is great for getting an extra policy slot, and Sappho will grant a codex called Hymn to Aphrodite that grants bonus culture. Finally, we have Xenophon, who grants a set number of hoplites with increased combat strength. Depending on the timing of receiving Xenophon, this boost in army size and combat strength can open a door to capture an enemy settlement. Overall, Greece is a powerful civilization culturally and diplomatically wise. They will want to attain as much influence as possible and use their traditions wisely to get the most out of it. Greece will need to prioritize city-state relationships in order to make the most out of their abilities, as well as strategically place hoplites within their armies to increase their strength. Whichever civilization begins their journey as Greece will have an upper hand in diplomacy for the rest of the game. So which leaders pair nicely with Greece? If you want to play the influence game, Machiavelli is a great pairing, gaining +3 influence per age and a set amount of gold per turn when your diplomatic action proposals are accepted, even more gold if they're rejected. A perfect pair to Delian and Peloponnesian League, allowing you to essentially turn your banked influence into gold, then slot them out next Civic after cashing out. The best part of this is that the only way for players to deny you more gold is by playing into your hands and accepting your diplomatic proposals. Feels a bit like choosing the lesser of two evils, wouldn't you say? Alternatively, if you want to be an ally of the world, Tecumseh is perfect for maximizing your benefits from city-states. Nichakia Koulakwe provides increased food and production in settlements for every city-state you are a suzerain of, as well as increased combat strength for all of your units. The extra food and production will help your settlements grow stronger as your city-state relationships grow, and the increased combat strength stacks nicely with the Goge's mastery. So what do you think of Greece, and how would you play them? Let me know. And for more Civilization 7 content, click here to learn about Rome's military might, or click here to learn how to build wonders in 10 turns with Egypt. Until then, see you in the next age.